Let me turn the volume up so you can actually hear what I'm doing. Welcome to the channel. I'm going to be doing my happy hour practice at Daytona in the Craftsman trucks. And basically what that does is kind of gives me a chance to practice before I run the race tomorrow. Gives me a chance to see if there's any problems with the setup I need to go through and correct. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to see chat while I'm running, so I won't be able to answer anybody's questions. At least while I'm driving anyway, because I don't even have the chat visible, so I might go back and look at it after I get done with my run and leave comments to answer people's questions in the comments. So here we go. We're getting ready to start. Whoop, wrong track. I was testing something earlier and I had a different track set up, so I got to get the right track first of all. So I got to go get rid of Las Vegas and go back to Daytona. Let's get this thing started here. And while I'm doing this, I'm also going to record the race offline so that I can come back later and get data for the run. Alright. And while I'm doing this, I'm also going to record the race offline so that I can come back later and get... Alright, we're just waiting for the track to load up, and then we'll go out and we'll do basically a happy hour run, basically testing the draft, doing a test in the draft to make sure that the thing is going to handle good and we're not going to run into any problems in the actual race. Just waiting for iRacing to do its thing here. Alright, make sure we got our setup. .61% cross weight, so everything looks good, ready to go. Let's go out and run this thing.
As of right now, we're short of making it.
Pit clear. Alright, good, that's working, because we'll need that, because we will need to make a fuel stop before this is done.
We're on one to go. But we're going to be on the outside this time. Close. Close.
Alright, 50 laps, we're going to probably be pitting around lap 31, possibly 32, depending on what the fuel mileage does. And we're only going to be taking fuel only, we're not going to be doing tires. Because you can run the entire race on a set of tires. Tire wear here is nearly zero. starting in second gear.
Rock and roll there, man. Look at your switches there and see what you got. Pace car's off. Be ready. Green. Inside. Still there. Still inside.
All right.
Still there. Still inside. Inside. Clear, clear, clear. Inside. Still there. Still there. Corner inside. Still there. Still inside. Still there. Still inside. Still inside. Still there. Side clear. 50.1. 2, 4. Work to the bottom. Still there. 4. Still there. Clear.
I can definitely feel that blue truck back there. I can feel the air cushion from the front of his truck hitting my tailgate and getting under my truck and lifting the rear end off the ground a little bit. I can feel it.
Inside. Still there. Inside. Still there. Still inside. Still there. Quarter. Inside. Quarter inside. Still there. Your door inside. Still there. Still inside. Still there.
All right. 5 laps in. The setup feels really good. I think setup-wise we might be there. We'll see what the tire wear looks like after we get through the run. And see what any adjustments, if any, we need to make.
Still inside. Still there on the bottom.
Now this practice run that I'm doing is actually the same length as the actual race is. The race itself is going to be 50 laps, and this is what this test session is 50 laps. All right. The air does make these things move around quite a bit, so you got to be on your toes 100% of the time. And of course my damn ear would decide it wants to start itching now.
So there's your door. So there. Go inside. So there, door.
All right,
Go on, get inside.
13 laps in. She's feeling pretty good. She might need a little slight
Go inside.
crossweight adjustment because she feels she might be a little bit on the loose side.
Go
Especially when I got a truck right up my ass.
Go inside. Go there. Go there at the bottom.
What's happened is either A, his air cushion off his front bumper is getting under my fucking back end and lifting the rear end of the truck off the ground a little bit, or he's pulling the air off my rear spoiler and taking away my downforce.
Go inside.
And we're coming up on lap traffic already. Holy cow.
Inside only. Water inside. Go there.
That's going to make things really interesting when we get caught up to him.
Go inside. One inside. One. Inside. Clear inside. 46, 27, 92. Inside, inside. Still inside. Still inside. Clear, 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 clear. Inside. Still there. Still there.
coming up on pit stops here fairly soon.
Go inside.
Pit fuel full.
Go inside. Go with you inside. Go there at the bottom. Go inside.
Planning our pit stop in about 9
Go
laps.
there. Go there. Go there. Inside your door. Go there. Come on. Inside. Go inside. Clean. Inside, inside, inside. Go inside. Go inside. Go inside. Go inside. Go there. Go inside. Go there, quarter. Go inside. Go inside. Go there, door.
All right.
Go there. Go inside. Clear, clear. 43, 26, 8. Inside. Go inside. Go there. Go inside. Go there at your door inside.
We're going to start seeing cars dive onto pit road here before too much longer. next few laps, I think.
Go inside. Go inside. Inside. 5 away. Still inside. Going back. Still there. Still there. Still inside, even up. Still inside.
All right.
Still there. Still there.
We got 2.1 gallons of fuel left,
Still there at the bottom.
and they're all hitting pit road. A lot of them are.
Still inside. Still there at your door.
Watching that fuel gauge. As soon as the sun turns red, I know I got 2 laps.
Still there. Inside only. We're about 46.684. Inside. Still inside. Stay waiting. Still there. You're good. 50.091. Inside, inside. Still inside. Keep an eye on that pit road, my man. You know might be coming soon. Near low. That guys are at 49.684. Keep out there, man. I keep telling them. I'm working up here. Inside. Still there. You're good.
All right.
Inside. Too wide inside.
Next time by.
One inside. Clear.
Got to put us at lap 30. We'll be pitting during the 31st lap.
Still inside.
32nd lap, rather.
Still inside. Going inside. Inside. Clear, clear, clear. Good job. 49.708. Inside. Still inside. Clear, clear, clear. Inside. Still inside. Clear, clear. Alright, just this time, just this time. Speed low. Get it as far as the track. 49.1.
Yeah, she's a little loose coming through that part.
Side, clear. Leader pit road. Coming at you guys. 5 away. That's your mark now. Turn in, turn in, turn in, turn in. Not too close. The 16 is the leader. You're going to be leading on me. Go, man, go, 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 go. Leaders off pit road. guys. Don't worry about him right now. Leader pit road 28.034. The other guys, don't worry about him right now. Move, brother. Get that rhythm in. Yeah, 2.9. Leaders on pit road 50.908. One inside. 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 Still inside. Still there, quarter. Still there. Inside. Still inside. Clear low. Creep it up on them, bud. You're doing a good job. The gap 3.9, 51.141. Leaders are right up to 22.087. 51.261. Inside. Still inside. Still inside. Still inside.
About 13 to go.
Still there. Still there, quarter. Still inside. Hey, come on, bud. You can do it, man. The gap 4.650.978. on, bud. You can do it, man. The interval is 7.7.
Time to go.
Never in the begin button. Never in the gap.
Free to go.
One inside. Clear.
I'm at the tail end of the lead lap. That blue truck back there, the truck behind that green truck is the leader.
White flag. 51.22, 69.
Okay, that's the end of the test session.
And they appreciate the effort.
Go down to pit road, we'll see what a tire wear looks like and figure out what kind of adjustments, if any, we need to make. We might loosen this thing up or tighten this thing up just a little bit more because it was a little loose feeling at times. And we'll see if the tire wear tells us that.
Watch your speed to keep up with people. 5 away. That's smart. Now, insert here. Get in here.
Alright.
I think you gotta stop at, pit stop 31. You'll leave on me, 10-4.
Tire wear. 88.92. Alright, that's telling me now we could probably go a little bit tighter. Put a little more crossweight into it. Let's take it to 61 and a half. There we go. Now we got it to where it's 61.8. $61.4, that's probably as close as we're going to get it. Now we'll do a check on the check on our ride heights, make sure those are good. Let's see what's going on with this. Hiya, Chloe. If you're still here, I just seen your chat. Unlike Emily, it's hard for me to see my chats, so it's hard to see what's going on. So if you're still here, welcome. Hope you enjoyed the run. I'm just getting ready to make a few setup notes for me to make sure my setup is good. I do got to go out and do a okay, so I just got to go through here and double check a couple of things, and then I got to make another solo run so that I can go ahead and make sure my ride heights for this thing are set right. So let me go ahead and get this set up for a single run. Alright, I got to go to the official page, Oval Series, where else the trucks. There's trucks. Test drive. And that. Now what I need to do next is I need to get my information up here so I can see what I got to do. I need my arrow page for ride heights, and I need to make sure my telemetry folder is empty, and I got to get Motec ready to go. Alright, and that's running, so now that I can go out there and record my telemetry, find out what my ride heights are, make sure I'm not scraping the ground, and that everything's set up good. I'll also show you, if you're in here, how I set my offset percentage. Since you were asking Emily about that in her stream, this is how I do it. First thing I do is I come into my garage, come to my chassis, and I come down here to where it says steering offset, and I set that to 0 to start off with. And then once I get that done, I go out and I do a couple of laps, and I record telemetry while I'm doing that. And if you ever go to record telemetry, you want to make sure you get at least 3 to 4 laps in before you turn your telemetry off. And try not to hit anything when you're doing telemetry, because if you hit the wall or something, it will throw your telemetry off, and then you won't get accurate readings. Now when you're coming down the back straight, like I am here, you want to come down the back straight as you possibly can. Alrighty, I got a couple more laps to go. I'll do 3 laps just to make sure I got enough data. The important thing about recording telemetry, you want to make sure you get enough laps to record enough data so you got something usable. Otherwise, a lot of the data won't record properly and you'll have skewed results and you won't learn anything. And I didn't do a very good job of holding that thing steady down the back straight. Boy, I definitely don't like it when you get on that yellow line coming through the corner right above the apron. Yeah, 57 or 51.76. That's not too bad of a time. Okay. Alright, I'll do one more lap and then I'll pull it off and we'll see what we've got. $51.76. Alright, since I've got the telemetry data I need, I'm going to turn telemetry off. That way if I do screw up and hit something, I don't throw my telemetry all off. Alright. Now I'm going to stop. I'm going to pull up Motec here. Maybe. Where the hell did it go? There it is. Come on. And now I'm going to check my steering ratio. First I'll make sure that's correct. So I'm going to come up to the back stretch and then I'm going to set my animation speed to as slow as I can and let it run down here, and I'm going to watch that steering wheel angle and I'm going to pay attention to what those numbers are doing. Probably go a little faster than that. Right now it's at 15, 14, and what I want to do is kind of get an idea of what that number is staying at while I'm coming down the straightest part of the straightaway. And this will let me know what my steering ratio is. I have my steering ratio set at 0 in the garage, and I'm coming down the straightaway trying to drive as straight as I possibly can, and I'm watching the steering wheel angle. That's how much I'm turning the wheel to keep the car going straight. So we're about 14 degrees. And when we get to just about the start of this turn right here, I'll keep an eye on what it's doing at that point. Looks like 16 there, 17. . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . Well, it looks like 15 is probably about the sweet spot. So what I'll do is I'll go into the garage. Go to my chassis, set my steering offset to plus 15. And then I'll go out and I'll run a lap or two just to see if my steering wheel is nice and centered going down the back strut. And this is where having a piece of tape on your steering wheel and another one on your steering wheel hub someplace that will line up when the wheel is perfectly straight, so you can tell if the wheel is actually straight just by doing a quick glance at it. And right now my wheel is perfectly centered going down the straightaway. You can probably see it in that little graphic that iRacing gives you, but in my case I've actually got pieces of tape on my wheel hub that will align when the wheel is directly centered. That makes it real easy for me to see just from a quick glance. That's how I find my correct steering offset, is using that tool there. Now that I got that, next thing I got to do is I got to check my ride heights. Make sure I'm not dragging the ground and I've got this thing as optimized as I can for ride heights. So I'm going to come back to Motec and come to my arrow. And these are the rear ride heights of how high the back of the truck is sitting off the track. Right now I am 42 thousandths of an inch above the racetrack on the left rear of the car. The right rear is at negative 22, which is not perfect, but it ain't going to hurt nothing. If this number gets too low, and you actually start hitting the track, then you can run into problems with damaging your side skirts. Now my splitter is probably about as good as it's going to get. It's a little bit low on the left or the right front, so I'll go ahead and bump that up a click. That should take me to where the right front's no longer hitting the ground. So I'm going to come down here to my spring angle, go up one click. That should fix the right front, and we should be good to go from that. Now, where the hell did YouTube go so I can see if she said anything? There it is. Oh, that's Emily's actual Twitch chat. Where the hell did my YouTube chat go? I didn't close it, did I? There it is. There. If you have any questions, don't be afraid to ask. Ew. Now that program I used to find that's called Motec, and basically it's a program that will interact with the iRacing, because when you're driving around the track you can actually record telemetry, which is what I was doing when I was taking that lap. And when you got the telemetry open, you can see what the different things the car is doing. In fixed series you're not really going to need it as much, but when you get to open series and start running open setups, this tool is almost required to get good setups built without spending forever doing it. It saves a lot of time and takes a lot of guesswork out of it, because this will tell you exactly what's going on for stuff that you can't normally see. And this thing will show you all kinds of stuff. Like I got tire temperatures for the tires, for different tires all the way around the racetrack. What I'm doing with the brake and gas pedals. What the suspension is doing. This is what each wheel is doing as far as the suspension goes, as far as how it's handling bumps and how the suspension is traveling. And that kind of stuff. And then also I've got here, which tells me what my exact setup is for everything on the truck, as far as my adjustments and stuff, so that I can easily refer to it without having to jump back into the garage. But that's basically the Motec. And to get Motec, you just go to motec.au and you can download the program. But you'll need to find a workbook, and you can actually find workbooks for Motec. Just do a search on YouTube for Motec, and there will be some people who play with Motec that will offer workbooks for you. Probably before noon is when I'll race tomorrow. But what I was doing there with the practice, and what I was doing there was I was racing the AI. That gets me used to what the car is going to do with the traffic around other cars and how it's going to react in the draft, because that will affect how your car drives. The air coming off the other cars really makes the car do different things sometimes. And that's generally how I do my practices, is with the AI. That way, if there's an issue with my setup or something I need to make adjustments to or changes to before I get on the racetrack, I can fix them before I get out there. Oh, there's a lot of stuff you can do in this. Basically, this is probably as close to real life racing as a person can get without strapping on a fireproof suit and crawling into an actual car. Yep, there's a lot of stuff you can do with this. I spent hours on this damn thing. Between building setups, just all out practicing and then driving. And what I was talking to Emily about doing the time trials to get your SR up, this is kind of how you do that. I'll show you how I do that real quick. The best way to do that is find short tracks. ARCA is a good one to do it with. You come to the official page, and go into the Oval Series. And when I use a lot to do the time trials, of course this thing's got all screwed up. Oval. There we go. Now we are in Oval. This is a good one to do time trials with, because these are always run on short tracks, and I think all of the short tracks that they use are free tracks that you don't have to buy, that come with iRacing. So set it up to do a time trial. And one thing I keep trying to drill into Emily's head, that she needs to start documenting stuff that she's doing on the racetrack with her car, like her tire wear and stuff. If you'll notice here, I've got everything for each race that I do documented. Let me actually pull up an older race that I did like last week or something. Alright, so I gotta go to my desktop. And go into my setups folder, trucks, 2026 truck main, and then we'll go to last week's race, which was Where the hell is this week's? Last week's race was Iowa. And this is all the information I had for last week's race. Fortunately, I didn't record anything with it other than the time trial data. Usually I record everything. This particular time I didn't. So I'll go to an older truck race. We'll go to the Michigan one. I think I recorded that information in that one. Probably. Yeah, I did. What I do is I record the race, then I go back afterwards to go to each pit stop, which on this race I pitted at lap 27. And my tire wear during that pit stop was 86, 89. And then on the final, since I only pitted one time, at the end of the race, I recorded the tire wear. At the end of the race, it was 55, 78. I do that to kind of keep track of what my tire wear is doing. So if I have to make any adjustments to my setup. I don't know if she'll ever get her to watch me live because she's so damn busy all the time doing her Uber Eats and stuff. I've tried to get her to watch me. Tried to get her to watch my setup videos that I've got, because I've got a lot of videos on here of how to build setups, because I've been trying to work with her on getting her to get into Open Series, but she just doesn't seem interested in doing that. With this program here that I record all my stuff in is basically just a free version of Excel. And you can get it from openoffice.org. It doesn't cost anything. And it'll let you record all of the data that you need to record for your races and stuff. And what I do is I record everything I can. This is all of my setups for all of my setup information for the race car itself. Front end suspension, caster camber, toe. What my tire wear would be. These aren't filled out because I pretty much had them already set up before I got there. Tire pressures and what the tire temperatures are, what my sway bar settings are, nose weight settings, what springs I'm running, what my cross weight's set at, plus all the lap times and stuff, and tire wear for each adjustment. So there's a lot of stuff that goes into this racing. Basically, Chloe, you're just seeing the tip of the iceberg here as far as what you can do with iRacing. You can make this as complicated as you want or keep it as simple as you want. In me, I run Open Series because I'm a person that can't leave shit alone. I gotta fuck with everything. But as you can see, I've got a folder for each race that we run in the series. Hiya, Robert. How you doing? I haven't seen you for a while. I'm having a great day, actually. I'm teaching my buddy Chloe here kind of more about how to get more out of her iRacing. And I'm doing that right now. I just got done doing a happy hour practice for Daytona since I'm going to run that tomorrow morning. I still got to try to figure out some stuff with the Xfinity car. Of course, I got a couple weeks before we have to worry about that because I'm not exactly sure when they're running Xfinity next at Daytona. Suppose I should look. But I think I'll go out and do a time trial just to build my safety rating up a little bit higher than it is, as high as it can go, but I can build up some buffer. And this is a good track to do it at. All right, here we are. Where are we at? Southern National.
For this time trial, you must complete 10 clean laps. Get an official time.
The flags of lap.
Boy, that thing sounds nice. This thing only got 2 gears, it looks like. First and second. See if we can push the corner. Whoop, missed it.
You want to do anything here as far as judgment go, or just see how it stacks up? Good lap now.
I went right through the cone. I didn't even hit it. 14.653. And basically for doing time trials, this is all you do is just run around the track for the full half hour without hitting anything if you can help it. As long as you come out of there with a 0x at the end of the half hour run, you should gain safety rating. But anyway, since I've got my stuff all pretty much set the way I need it to be, I think I'm going to go ahead and jump off of here for now and get ready to make myself some supper because I am getting hungry. And now that you're subscribed to me, Chloe, when I go live, you should get a notification, especially if you click the notification bell. That will tell you when I'm live, so you can come on and watch when I'm working on stuff. Or when I'm actually racing, because sometimes I do stream races live. In the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and jump off of here, so I'll catch you guys later. Have a good night. Where the hell's my thing? Stop. Yeah, the stop stream.